This is a flat iron steak, and I'm going to have it with some delicious spring onion rice and a cucumber basil salad. I'm going to give it a little pat down, actually, because it's wetter than an offer's pocket. Famously, very wet pockets. Give it a generous bit of salt. Right, and that can just sit. I want that up at room temperature because you're supposed to cook steak at room temperature so it doesn't shrink up violently.
You've got to rinse your rice upwards of thrice. I sliced my sprunion and a large clove of garlic and began rice-based antics.
Not too much butter, just a small knob. Do I want to brown it? Have nice brown butter nutty rice with spring onion. I think I do, so I'm going to. So I'm going to give that a little bit longer on a higher heat just to brown it off.
In went the sprunioid and garlic, and once a bit softened, the wet rinsed rice hit the heat. I decided to use chicken broth to cook my rice.
I've also got some of this magic chicken powder, which provides excellent savoury chicken flavour, so I'm going to add a bit of that. And then when that starts to boil around the rim, the edge, drop it onto the lowest possible heat and cover it with a lid. 11 to 12 minutes.
For my salad, I begun with a shallot.
I don't want it to be a big wet salad, so I'm going to take out the middle bits of the cucumber because they usually create a sort of sopping wetness that I'm not in the mood for right now. Got this basil, and I feel it might just add a nice herbaceousness. Pinch of salt, put the tiniest splash of Chinese vinegar in, a little bit of sesame. This is mushroom soy sauce made with mushrooms for you gluten-freeliacs. Little drizzle of what is actually, I found out, the sick of a bee. I thought it was funny to call it bee cum, but it's not, it's vomit.
Into a bowl it went.
Black sesame seeds, furikake, which is seaweed. White sesame seeds, we're having a crazy sesame party. Crispy garlic, optional, but this will help this salad quite a bit. Just a few chili flakes for heat. Fuck off, seagull. There's a massive seagull that's just landed outside of my garden fence, and I think it knows that I'm about to make some tasty food, so it's coming in for that, but fuck off, I say.
My steak was seared for a few minutes on both sides and basted in a buttery, garlicky basil business.
Time to rest. And then we'll get this pan sauce going with the shallots. I'm gonna deglaze with Shaoxing cooking wine, bit of ketchup, why not? Oyster sauce, a bit of chicken stock. Add some of those resting juices from the steak as well. And I'll add a drizzle of honey as well for sweetness. I'm gonna get my basil in my salad.
My sauce got a straining before my steak got a slicing, and then that all entered an extremely pleasant bowl with a bit of kimchi, a fine bit of lunch.
I don't mean to fucking have a big honk on my own trombone, but this is some of the best rice I've ever made. The basil in that cucumber salad is doing what coriander would do, but if anything, it's doing it slightly better.